Hi guys, I'm Trixiebella,
And I'm the Kate next door.
and together we're Ka Trixie.
And we are back today with a very big reaction to the 7th year anniversary announcement stream. What are you thinking, Trixie?
I am really excited about this. I came in playing right before the 6th anniversary, so this is my first time knowing what this is all about, and it's here. So, yay.
Yay. And I know I will be streaming a lot of this event. Trixie, I hope you will be there for at least a good part of it.
I'm planning on working my best through it. I mean, pain and all.
Well, we will get through it as best we can. So why don't we enter the fog and visit this video?
Well, I think we've done a pretty good job so far, so let's do it.
So we decided here, we see that there's like little bits and pieces. It's a countdown timer.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and play, and let's just play through and find the little pieces before the actual announcement so that we can get into the meat and bones of this.
Okay, so we'll kind of just play, like you said, and
Yep.
see what we find along the way.
You can pass
And
through like 10 seconds at a time with your arrow keys. It's nice.
that is so cool looking.
I always wonder what they're going to do to add or remove from the thing they did the year before.
That
And
is. Go ahead, Kate. I'm sorry. I was.
no, you're fine. I'm just in awe as well. I love the blue in that.
I'm trying to go without, like, missing anything. Because I don't
think
know
you're
when
safe to hold it because we can go back when we hit some videos. Okay, stop.
Oh!
Okay, there we go. So we go back. Oh, oh, oh.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Like, I didn't want to.
Yeah. Maybe hold it down for short bursts. Not right now, though, because we know it's coming up. So I saw that one person. Oh!
Ah!
I love a good Mori. Oh, and that's King!
That is so beautiful. I really like that.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Hit him with the shades. You know
He had to put his shades on. Oh!
And
Oh!
this is
Oh my gosh!
Ashley. What?
Oh!
Don't you walk away from me. You answer me right now, sir.
I love it.
What?
Oh!
Dang.
Are you all done?
Thank you. I love it. Oh.
Nicht nervös werden. Das haben wir jetzt nicht schief gehen. Das ist perfectly plain. Spielen wie Könige. Noch nicht greedy werden. Noch nicht greedy werden. Immer noch nicht. Immer noch nicht. Immer noch nicht.
Oh my goodness!
Das hast du. Oh mein Gott, das hast du.
He blocked her. Oh, it's us.
You know what, Chad? Sure.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I'll do that for you. Wait, you're not a tier 3 sub? Alright, then your life is not worth that much then. Okay, I'm going. Just like that, Chad. That's great.
Ooh, I just wanted her.
Oh, she's wearing beach outfit.
Yes, she is.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have imagery about? Because this is mildly embarrassing.
Oh
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Where did you go?
Wow, like
Ah! Oh my goodness.
I think I might be going here. If somebody can take over my chin, that would be great. Pre-dropping. Oh my! I am so sorry, Colson.
Oh no!
Face!
What I said earlier, dude.
I wonder how they got all this footage. Did people submit it?
I think they look through footage, maybe? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
OMG's his face.
It might be that Ghost. Oh. There. This was cosplay, I believe.
7 cosplays
Yeah.
to die for.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. Holy cow. Dwight! Oh!
Little flower.
That's awesome. Ada. Yeah, baby. Maurice Dredge.
Dredge.
Another one.
No, it's the same one. It's like.
Oh, it's the
pictures
same
of the
one?
cosplay. Oh no, it's not. This one's Carla. The mastermind.
West.
Ooh.
Ooh. Meg.
Meg.
That's, yeah, that was really good. We're down to 15 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see what they have next. Ooh.
Oh. Ah!
Can we not do that?
Can we not do that?
There's a person dying over there. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
You want heals? I can't.
Critical Bard.
I do though.
Oops.
Well then.
Tell me how. Tell me how.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was so scary.
That was so scary.
He was so bald. He was so bald and so close to my face. It really scared me. I'm like, what am I looking at?
Oh. I didn't know that was a skin.
Tá maluca? Que susto desgraçada. Que isso?
Oh, that was my mistake. I didn't mean to hit that.
I don't know what you hit.
I accidentally hit the arrow key for like a second.
Mó susto que eu já levei nesse
Not a second, but
Oh. Boy.
oh,
I love that. I love the blue.
Evidius. Evidius. He's just like, I'm done.
Yo. Oh boy! He's a pig! Boop the snoot! Come on, boop the snoot!
Alter, ich guck grad und ich denke, ich hab doch irgendwas gehört. Oh.
It's
Down in
hilarious.
10 minutes.
Standing there.
Ollie!
Yeah, lead her through the mannequins. Do it again.
She saw it that time.
She knows now. She went back. She was like, wait a minute. That looked like a Dwight.
That was so funny.
Oh my goodness.
I've hidden there so many times. They walk right by me.
Yep. Perfect. Oh my god. He ran through the window.
Oui, bro, je suis là.
Oh my god.
He was just wanting hatchets. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, the snowman!
Yeah. No, actually, he went for orange.
Off the record didn't save me. No. That's a fucking snowman.
Oh, the VTuber!
Go kitty, go kitty, go kitty, go! Excuse me, what?
That was good. I love that. That was awesome.
I love the sneaky moves like that. I need to get you doing sneaky moves like that more often.
I do.
You run everywhere though. You need to walk some.
I do. I really do.
Ooh, if you had a perk that you were willing to trade out, you could trade it for the walk faster perk and see scratch marks. Huh? He hit it! What the heck happened there? The bar decreased. How did it decrease?
I don't know. Nice.
Oh my goodness!
That was good.
What? Right? I thought I heard something, but maybe I'm just crazy.
Don't mind if I do.
Do you believe in love?
Oh, nice.
3 minutes.
I doubt there's gonna be any more.
I would be shocked. But I will be. Oh, DVD 7. Do we have that one?
I don't remember if that probably ended though. That was probably a short period.
I don't know.
Okay.
We need to write it down
Go ahead,
though.
continue. Oh, I put it in the thing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Trapper 7.
Right, got it.
DVD 7th for 10% off.
I want that pillow.
Did you get the code?
Yes.
Thirty
Okay,
seconds.
30 seconds. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Doctor. All the gear.
Oh, the comics. A hook, the med kit, totem.
Totem. It's an Uber fan.
Thank you for being part of this amazing journey. Well, thank you for having this amazing journey.
Yes.
Get ready for what's next. Ooh.
The 7th anniversary with this creepy skull-like thing.
It's 3 skulls interconnected there. I like it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello, good people of the fog. Welcome once again to Dead by Daylight's anniversary. 7 years later. So having been here from the start, it's kind of special, and I'm extremely proud to be here once more to celebrate this momentous occasion with all of you. We have quite a lot of really thrilling things to, show you for the next year and beyond. We're going to talk about quite a lot of them today. To tell you all about it, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Eric here. But before, I also have quite a big surprise that I'm not going to spill just yet, but stick around.
Aww.
Something that you don't expect.
Always
Great.
nice to tease. Thank you, Matt, for the intro. Hey, my name's Eric Pope. I'm the community director here at Behavior. I've been here a little over a year now, and in that time, I've been really blown away by the passion of the DBD player community. It's really something special.
Little fervent.
And we take it really seriously. We don't take it for granted. And kind of along those lines, for me being here representing how we speak to our community, I just wanted you to know that we've actually taken the past year to expand our reach. We also have expanded where we are connecting with our players. Because the players at the center of everything that we're doing, we want to be in more places to hear your feedback on all of the things that we're doing. So we're now in the Xbox official clubs. We're now on PlayStation News. We're talking on Steam forums. We're even getting more involved back on the Reddit with the moderators there. There'll be more AMAs coming up from the team. And even live streams like you're seeing right now, we want to make more regular again.
Cool.
Look forward to all of that coming over the next year.
Yep.
Now, I think I couldn't forget the most important platform of them all. No joking aside, all joking aside. Actually, today we are launching our TikTok channel as well. We found that there's actually a really thriving DBD community on TikTok, and we want to be there talking to you, creating fun content with you. So we're really happy to be there now.
Good.
But I think we should move on with the show itself.
Love that.
Did you know, Matt, that over the 7 years, there's been over 1.8 billion trials?
What?
Yes. Billion with a B. And to that note, DBD is not slowing down at all.
We wouldn't know how.
No, we wouldn't and we couldn't. So let's talk through what you're going to see today. We're going to kick things off with the Year 8 roadmap that's going to show you everything that's coming across the year to DBD. Following that, we're going to take you through the reveal of our next chapter, which is some incredible original stuff you're not going to want to miss. After that, we've got gameplay updates. After that, we've got quality of life updates. And then a new segment has come to the show. This is actually something that's really cool. We're going to take you beyond the core game of DBD to show you how we're expanding other places and in other ways that you might not be expecting.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. Speaking of exciting, we have new cosmetics to reveal as well that I think are going to surprise people. I'm so psyched about those. And we're going to round it out with news about the in-game 7th anniversary event, which is better than ever, actually. It's going to be a really exciting one this year.
I don't know how they can keep improving it.
You do want to stick around for
Yeah,
what he's hiding.
I'm excited.
You actually know what it is, and it's incredible.
Can't tell them.
No, I can't tell you as much as I would like to. So thank you so much for joining us. Sit back, relax. We've got a great show, and now I think we should get on to it.
Enjoy.
Hello everyone and welcome to the roadmap segment of this 7th year anniversary stream for Dead by Daylight. I'm Stéphane Beauchamp.
I want cross progression. Give me cross progression.
Product director. We're really glad to be here celebrating another amazing year of Dead by Daylight with you.
Today in this segment, we'll have a look at our upcoming pillars for year 8, as well as our chapters plans and the archives and tomes updates that we have planned for the year. Before going any further, I do want to take a brief moment to give a big shout out to the amazing team that's been working on the game for the past years. They put amazing effort and dedication into that and really allow us to get the game to the state it is today. It's just absolutely amazing and a pleasure to work with the entire team.
Agreed.
Over the past year, we've found 2 particularly interesting chapters, I feel, amongst others. But first, Forge and Fog has allowed us to tap into a new theme which we've never really had a chance to before. Medieval, which is something we hadn't explored. So our first foray into that and how that ties into the horror themes and all, that was very interesting to navigate. And the second one, for the first time, we have released a first ever sequel to a licensed chapter in Resident Evil Project W. Such a great and cool addition to the game, I think, bringing in a lot of characters people love, and they have been really fun to play with ourselves.
Absolutely. Wesker was so well done, one of my favorite killers to play, personally. And it was right around the time that he released that we also did the Prestige update, making it easier than ever for you to sort of unlock all of your perks throughout all of your characters. We also, shortly after the Prestige update, reduced the blood point total or cost in the blood web for all items. We followed that up with bots, survivor bots specifically, in custom matches, which was super useful. Practice your killer in a custom match. It's awesome. We did 2 important quality of life updates to the archives, one being the ability to select quest per role, and then the second, just that in-game toast notification so you can track progress in a match, which is ever so helpful. And then last but not least, last year we said we were going to make our events bigger and better, and we feel like we really did with last year's Halloween. Probably the biggest, best event we've done in Dead by Daylight to date.
Absolutely.
Now, switching gears, we're going to give you guys a first peek at the upcoming content you can expect us to release throughout this next year. First and foremost, of course, there are going to be, again, 4 new chapters that include killers. But in a strange twist, what you will notice on the graphic today is that there are also 2 survivor-only chapters being released in this next year.
A lot to unpack, changing the pace a little bit, but it's not.
Can you go back?
From what we've been a lot to unpack
and pause
the pace a little bit.
Being released.
Okay, so they redacted out the chapter names. Got it. Tome 16, Tome 17,
So
18,
a new survivor. New killer, new survivor. New killer. New survivor. New killer, new survivor.
In-game event June, in-game event in August. What's in August?
Nothing.
Okay, that'll be interesting to see what kind of event they're doing there. October to November, that's obviously Halloween. December is Christmas. January, February is the New Year. That's pretty clean, cut, and dry.
Yeah.
We are going to have so many people to get stuff on because they're releasing... Ooh, okay, so they're releasing 4 survivors, but only 3 killers.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at the background, though. Okay, so it's got a lodge on that one chapter. On this new killer chapter, that looks like it might be a new map. New map, too.
This next year.
A lot to unpack, changing the pace a little bit, but it's not straying too far away from what we've been used to over the past. As is tradition, we will be actually taking a peek at the next upcoming chapter, an original one in a segment that follows very shortly after this one. Again, we're exploring another theme we really haven't had the chance to in the past, so that's pretty exciting, both in terms of the characters and the team we're exploring with it. The next two killers that will follow after that are going to be licensed, and I would say licensed with a big L if I can. Really iconic edition.
Interesting.
Jason!
To talk a little bit more about that. Unfortunately, a little too early today to be able to do that. We've started to play with them a little bit internally and seeing how the characters are going to shape up, and it's pretty exciting to actually have those additions to the game.
Yes.
So
We'll see.
moving away from the chapters, we will also have 4 new tomes added to the game throughout the year, as we usually have over the past years. So, moving away from our
2 licensed killers.
I want Jason.
Big licensed killers. Well, we can hope for Jason because he is iconic. So.
Might look the same. The projects we work on under each pillar changes from year to year. The first pillar is something we've already talked about. Events evolution, we're calling this pillar. We do plan on taking our 4 sort of pillar events and making them even bigger, even better than they have been in the past, including last year's Halloween, which we plan on sort of one-upping again this year. But in addition to those 4 pillar events, we're also going to look at adding a few more smaller events spread throughout the year.
And for those of you who have been with us for a long time, you might already know what the smell of barbecue is in the game. I know you love barbecue.
Ooh, barbecue? Come on.
Those of you who don't, well, you'll get to see it very shortly.
I don't know what that is, so.
The second pillar is trust and security, which is more.
We had margarita generators.
This pillar both reflects the systems that we're putting in place to make the game more secure, but also the way we're communicating with our players. The first one, the former of those, we're really excited to say that we're about to launch a vulnerabilities disclosure program, which will allow us to work with people in the wild to report potential threats about the game, about our servers, etc., and really facilitate us closing those potential weaknesses that we
That'll be good.
know about within the game. So very, very excited to launch this. This is going to be coming up in the near future, so you can stay tuned for more info about that.
Yes, I'm super excited for
Good.
able to share a little bit more information with everybody about that initiative. Next up, we're also going to be looking at revamping our sort of streaming strategy. We want to make sure that we're able to communicate with you, our players, more often, offer a higher level of transparency, discuss sort of updates and the progress on a lot of the features and initiatives we're going to be announcing and talking about throughout this stream today.
Cross progression.
We plan on doing that by doing live streams more consistently to celebrate, new chapter releases, large key beats, and generally just being in contact with you, our community, consistently throughout the year. One of those topics is very likely to be our next pillar, which is live balance, a topic that's, very dear to us. It's something I spend a lot of time thinking about and worrying about. And something that I won't go too deep in today, because we will be talking about our live balance plans in a little bit, right?
Yeah, we'll have Nat and Jeff coming up in a future segment and talk about what type of projects we have planned for the coming months on that specifically.
Awesome.
Very excited, very important for us, and we know how dear to the community's heart this also is. A pretty hot topic in general, I would say. Last but not least, quality of life is a staple pillar on which we have continuously worked throughout the years, and this is all about the UI and feature improvements we make to the game as a more general type of thing. One improvement we did last year was the Survivor HUD, which facilitates exchange and communication between players, even if they're not talking with each other directly, to make sure you can always make a better decision as a survivor when you're playing the game, because you know what's happening a little bit more than you used to in the past.
Yeah.
In addition to that, you've talked about the improvements we made to the progression.
That was a nice little improvement that they made.
Just spend a lot of blood points almost instantaneously, and just get it done and get it through with with upgrading your characters and leveling up much faster in the blood web.
It feels great.
That was amazing.
Finally, the map repeat prevention feature, which was released a few months ago. Again, another addition. There's a lot of maps into the game. Some of you might have felt like even if you're playing for just an hour, you're often tapping like 2 or 3 times into the same map and such, and this is really preventing that from happening as much as possible, so a very cool addition. We're not going to go too much in detail today, or at least in this specific segment, to talk more about quality of life features, but we'll have two new faces, Raphael and Pamela, who are going to be coming up in a future panel and talk to you about some of the projects we have planned and even show you a few features that we have under works right now and that are going to be coming up in your hands fairly shortly.
Excellent. There's a lot we look forward to sharing with you in this stream today.
Excellent.
Thank you again for an amazing 7 years celebrating Dead by Daylight with us, and we look forward to many more. Next up is our friend Dave Richard to give you a first look at our next upcoming Dead by Daylight chapter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Dave Richard, Creative Director of Dead by Daylight. I'm super happy to be with you today to celebrate our 7th anniversary and to show you a first look at our latest chapter and transmission. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
It wasn't programmed to harm the crew. It was supposed to help us build a safer home, but something happened.
Ooh.
It became self-aware.
What?
It has no empathy. It doesn't feel pain.
What?
Oh boy.
It learns at an impossible rate, and it won't stop until we are dead. Or worse.
Oh no. It's like a plant-based monster?
Plant robot, maybe?
Like, yeah.
Gabriel Soma.
Interesting.
That's an original, right? That's not licensed? Yes.
It was like a plant monster, or it had bio stuff on it.
To explore sci-fi horror. So this will bring us to a distant, unknown planet, and will feature characters from a possible future. Traditionally, I would be taking some time with you today to go over the characters and the map of the chapter, but this year we're doing things a little bit differently, with a behind-the-scene video. We want to show you the process of creating a chapter, but also show you new faces that you might not have seen before, of amazing people that are working hard to make these chapters possible. Let's take a look.
Ooh, we get behind the scenes too. Gameplay not final.
We've prepared a very special original chapter.
On a de la chance sur Dead by Daylight d'avoir
We are lucky on Dead by Daylight to have a lore that allows a lot of flexibility and possibility.
It's a big deal for the Dead by Daylight universe because we're going to explore a new genre in horror.
Using sci-fi.
I think that any kind of subject and genre can be rewrapped and reimagined into horror and sci-fi is definitely not an exception. Oh, he's...
that new, bro. I don't think we need to over it here because he's English. He's speaking English.
Yeah.
Lost in space. The second one is that we wanted to make sure that the human technology looked weak, lo-fi, so that you never feel safe within these constructions that they've brought on the settlement. And the last thing we've added to the mix are traces of a long-lost alien civilization.
So as you can imagine, the whole team is very excited to work on a science fiction chapter. The big challenge, and at the same time the interesting challenge that we had, was to bring all this consistency, this relationship between the characters, the environment. Everything has been thought out visually so that the player feels in constant danger, and the tension is accentuated by the presence of this killer who is an artificial intelligence that feeds on the environment.
And is interested in recovering several resources to build himself a perfect body to become the ultimate weapon.
Wow.
Players will explore a hostile and savage jungle from another world. Everything in this jungle is designed for killing. Players will explore a hostile and savage... Sorry. Let's go back. He speaks so quickly.
I know.
I don't want to go back too far.
We just need to see the last word.
Players will explore a hostile and savage jungle from another world. Everything in this jungle is designed for killing.
Okay.
One aspect I really enjoyed was that it was
English.
so we could make it super dense, super threatening, and the organic.
I wonder where I can bush in there.
Kind of looks like it could kill you. We try to have like very creepy looking texture, very organic texture you would find in nature. We would try to bring it into the designs of the plants and the vegetation in general. For the main building, the idea was to show like
Wow.
space for the characters. As you can see, it's on stilts. It's elevated compared to the map. The idea was to show that the map is very dangerous and this place should be safe for you. But the interesting idea we had is that once you get into the structure, it's actually more dangerous.
Oh my.
Looks more threatening to you.
The killer.
The singularity is
Singularity.
that is supposed to help the human crew settle on this new planet. But while it was scouting, it got in touch with a piece of old alien technology and was enlightened. And now it wants to overthrow and kill all humans.
Oh.
This killer is an interesting take on the cyborg. We're used to see organic character using pieces of machinery to become more powerful. But the singularity is doing it in reverse. It is a simple piece of technology using a cloning technology to get organic material and flesh to become more powerful.
Well, the inspiration of the killer design was
Wow.
we always wanted to do a sci-fi killer, so you're going to be able to go around the map and set up these biopods, spread your consciousness inside of these biopods, and then if you're able to catch a survivor inside of your reticle, you'll be able to infect them, appear next to them, and then you'll be able to attack them and keep the chase going.
Oof.
One of the important things for survivors is teamwork, trusting each other, working together. So with this killer, one of its abilities in the slipstream is that once a survivor is tagged or infected, you can spread that influence to other survivors, and it does so automatically, so survivors will be less likely to work together, and there'll be more discord between them.
A survivor. The human presence is visible on the map. We see a company that tried to colonize to find its place in this world. But there are several signs in the environment that the players will discover showing that all has not gone well. And the last survivor of this failed expedition is Gabriel.
Our survivor, Gabriel Soma, is quite resourceful. He's able to troubleshoot some pesky issues on the survivor side, and he's able to adapt very quickly to be able to bring the killer away from the other survivors. He's able to protect the others.
So even though we are in a setting that's so far from home, in the future, we wanted to make sure that Gabriel was a grounded character, that any of us could recognize ourselves in.
I'm super excited for players to try this map. I think it's great that sci-fi is finally in DVD. I think it's going to be fun for them to experience the creepiness and the threatening vibe of this map, and I think they're going to really enjoy it.
C'était un sacré défi. J'espère que les joueurs apprécieront cette relation qui est entre
It was quite the challenge. I hope the players will enjoy the relationship between all of our assets and environment and the characters because of the story we are telling, and also the work that was done by our entire team to bring the most immersive and dangerous experience possible.
Maury.
Ooh.
I'm really excited for all of our players, survivors, and killers alike to be able to experience our first original sci-fi chapter and transmission.
As always, you'll be able to play with the content of this chapter during the PTB right after this broadcast. For everyone else, the chapter becomes available on June 13th.
Not too far.
That's the day of the event.
Yep.
To play Dead by Daylight.
Unfortunately, I do have to work on the 13th and the 15th, but after that I am off for a week. So every day, the 13th on, I will be doing Dead by Daylight as much as possible.
Yeah. I will be playing all the way up until I go on vacation as much as I can. Stand with my back.
I'm Natalie, Team Lead Community Manager for Dead by Daylight, and I'm joined here today with a very special guest.
Oh, she has blue hair too.
Thank you so much much for joining me, Jeff. I can't wait to talk a little bit more about a topic that is always top of mind for our community, gameplay. So we have some quick updates for you today. Jeff, let us know what they are.
Well, as you know, the game design team has many features and updates planned for this year. However, we'll be focusing on 3 specific topics today. We're going to be talking about continued gameplay updates, map balance, and finally, plans to address face camping in Dead by Daylight.
I'm excited to
Oh my goodness, why are they doing that?
So without further ado, let's jump right in. I know last year we launched one of the biggest perk updates in Dead by Daylight ever, and it significantly shifted the Dead by Daylight perk meta as a whole. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. That's happened in the past. What we're going to be focusing on a little bit more is the process that we're looking to take consistently moving forward as a community and design team when it comes to these gameplay updates. So, Jeff, what more can you share with us on that?
Well, as you said, last year we launched our biggest perk update ever in Dead by Daylight, and it had a significant impact on the perk meta. We saw a lot of perks fall out of the meta and new perks rise to the top. And this was completely natural. Like, the players are the ones that drove this change after the changes went live. And it was super interesting to see, by the way. Moving forward, or for this year, we're not planning to have a major shakeup like we did last year. Instead, we've revisited our live design process to allow us to make changes at a faster rate. Instead, we'll be focusing on smaller, more focused balance updates with each update.
Interesting.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense, and of course, it's one of the reasons why we listen so closely to player feedback as a whole. But it does sound like we're going to be able to integrate some of that feedback that we're bringing back to your team, and we're discussing when it comes to these kinds of updates a little bit faster than before. Am I right?
Absolutely, and I think the best example for that was the previous PTB that we had. We had a proposed list of changes that went onto the PTB. The community gave a lot of feedback, and your team reported that to us, and we made some small adjustments. Well, we made quite a few adjustments to it, and it went live, and I think that everyone was pretty happy with the result. So our intention with this is really to give us the flexibility to analyze, adjust, and observe the outcome more frequently. That way, similar to what happened with the previous PTB, if a change doesn't go as we envisioned, we can readjust it before it goes live, and even after it goes live, right? Like, we're still listening for feedback, and we'll make further adjustments if needed.
Exactly. It's this ongoing process that never really ends, so I think that's something really important to highlight. But of course, we know that this doesn't only apply to things like perks and add-ons. We also are aware of some of the comments you folks are leaving about maps. So we are very happy to announce that moving forward, we plan on having map balancing as part of these regular gameplay updates as well. What more do you have to say on that, Jeff?
First,
shuffle the totem spot locations.
Rejoicing from really far away, because this has been a hot topic for a very long time in Dead by Daylight. And I think you'll agree, and the players probably agree too, that most maps in Dead by Daylight are seen as either killer-sided or survivor-sided. And our goal with integrating into the live design process is really to make them feel more balanced, so creating a more even playing field for both sides. We started this process with the Raccoon City Police Department, then we followed suit with the Area of Crows map, and finally, the most recent ones were Blood Lodge and Gas Heaven. And what's great about these changes is that they can be as small as moving a small location for totems or generators, to reviewing pallet safety so we can make a pallet more safe or less safe, to bigger things like changing the map layout or changing building layouts.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I know our team's already coming through a lot of the feedback. Your team's already looking at how we can integrate some of that feedback. But looking toward the future a little bit more, what kind of maps are we going to be targeting next? I think I know what it
Swamp.
We need a drum roll over here.
Like, I know.
We really do. Because this one is a big one, and I'm sure that the longtime players will be ecstatic to hear that the next 2 maps that we're targeting are some of the most notorious maps in Dead by Daylight. I'm talking about 2 Cold Wind Farm maps,
Fuck you,
and Rancid Abattoir. But what's important to remember is that...
What about the swamp? Do you not realize there's a swamp map? Have you forgotten it?
Apparently.
And it's also one of the reasons why it's so crucial that you let us know what your feedback is regularly through the official channels in particular. Of course, I believe we're going to be having this update for Cold Wind going live sometime before the end of the summer, so make sure to keep your eyes and your ears.
I don't understand why they would go with Cold Wind over the swamp and some of the other maps that are out there. It doesn't make any sense.
I do. I kind of do, because they are very killer or survivor sided. They have a very big side. I understand that, but they have not touched the swamp in years.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, versus the swamp. I feel like the swamp is...
They're hook survivor to die on hook, and this is usually happening either for a large portion of the match, if not the entirety of the match. We know that face camping can be very, very unfun for the person on the hook, but of course also the other people in the match. So we're looking to test out a new feature that's going to help combat face camping as a whole. So Jeff, tell us how it works.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that as an altruistic survivor, it's really difficult for me to play against someone who's face camping because I just want to help and I can't. So
Yes,
I'm
you can.
stuck, doing generators instead, which is fine, but I'd rather help my teammates. But yes, so the way the system works is that the hooked survivor has a meter on their screen, and it fills up based on the killer's distance to the hooked survivor. So the closer the killer is, the faster it fills up. The further they are, the slower it fills up until it doesn't fill up at all because they're not within a certain radius. And once it's full, the hooked survivor can unhook themselves even in the second stage.
Nice.
What's great about this is that they get the full benefits of being unhooked. So it's as though a teammate had unhooked them, or they unhook themselves with the perks such as Deliverance. So for those of you who don't know, that means they'll get the haste status effect and the endurance status effect, so they're pretty safe.
Without the broken status effect of the Deliverance.
Folks at home are probably already thinking about a bunch of things on this topic, so I'm going to start by bringing probably one of the questions we're going to get, and that's what happens if the killer is forced to stay by the hook? So there's like multiple survivors swarming the hook, they're forced to stay in that radius. Is there any situation in which this feature might slow down or turn off or be otherwise affected?
That's a great question. And yes, there are some scenarios where it either slows down or turns off. So for the first one that you mentioned, where survivors are swarming the hook, as soon as there is one other survivor within that same radius, the meter will build up a lot more slowly. So the killer doesn't have to worry about survivors swarming the hook and being penalized for it. As for the second option that we talked about, which was turning it off, once the exit gates are powered, the feature is completely turned off. So you can defend your only objective, again, without having to worry about the survivor unhooking themselves.
That makes a lot of sense. Of course,
Okay.
I'm so eager to hear what folks are going to say on this matter. And for the most
I
part,
think it's making it too survivor-sided game, but okay.
Cases of face camping where it's really used kind of in a spot that's way too early in the game or in a spot that's really not going to make sure that the match is as fun as possible. So with that said, though, when can folks expect to get their hands on this feature? When can they let us know what their thoughts are?
The burning question. Everyone wants to know.
I'm going to start manning Trapper.
Subject to change to have it sometime
Put a trap in front where they jump off.
And as with all PTBs, we'll be listening to feedback and making further adjustments before it goes live. And even once it goes live, we'll still be listening and gathering feedback to make further adjustments just to make sure that, it's as good as it can be.
Of course, yeah. And again, TLDR, we are eager to hear those thoughts, so let us have them on the official channels as much as possible. We are always keeping an eye out. But I think that's it. That's a wrap for our quick gameplay updates segment. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining me, Jeff, again.
Thanks for having me.
It was a lot of fun. If you're interested in learning more about this, please head on over to deadbydaylight.com after the broadcast, where there's going to be an in-depth article looking at all three of these topics in a little more detail.
Interesting.
Outside of that, of course,
more
gameplay updates are coming this year, so stay tuned to our official channel.
I mean, I kind of like it because there are those situations where people are doing that I think it would be nice to break some of that. And it allows for situations where it should be allowed. So, I mean, I kind of think.
Been holding this in for too long. I can finally tell you all about our next
Can you pause?
survivor.
I was just saying that I think that that's a good idea as far as the breaking the face camping situation that they're adding in. I think it will be very helpful because there have been so many times that it's happened from the start of the game. I see it as very, very welcome change, and the circumstances that they outlined as far as when it turns off seem like they make sense to me. You are a more experienced player, so you might have a different perspective on it. So what do you think?
So my perspective is I like it personally, but I also dislike it a bit because I feel like it takes away part of the problem solving that can be in the game, because a face camping killer is not insurmountable. It is able to be combated, it is able to be fought, and he said all he has to do is gens, but that's not exactly true. Like, you can do part of the gens and watch your timer and go and get that save and make the trade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are ways that you can kind of work around it. And me personally, like, there was that one game, and it was either you. I know Coop was in it. I had Billy, and it was a face camping Bubba or Billy, and they had someone in the basement. I saved them from the basement, and they went off and did gens. I delayed off the hook right before second state, had decisive, and I believe we all ended up getting out. So it is not insurmountable.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, though, it seems to me that you can do the hook swaps until ultimately the last person ends up usually dying. Sometimes you get lucky and you can all get out, but usually there's at least one person who makes the ultimate sacrifice and just isn't able to get out.
But that's part of it to me. Like, that's part of the puzzle.
Well, right. It is.
So
it really
they're
is,
taking away
but
part of my puzzle. But at the same time, I like the change.
right, I know, but it's part of the puzzle, but it's also, some asshole who to me is not really playing a strategic game either. He's just being a kind of a jerk in a way, is the way I look at it, So he's not playing his best game to allow us to play our real best game either.
Yeah.
So that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, like I said, I like it. At the same time, I feel a little bad for the killers, because the killers are disadvantaged a little bit anyways. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of hate and a lot of negative feedback from the killer community. At the same time, though, I feel like they shouldn't be face camping. It's not a good strat. Stop doing it.
It's really not. I mean, I'm a newbie killer. I'm like the world's worst killer, and you will still see me out there setting down traps or trying to cloak and uncloak as a wraith and trying to figure out how to play spirit, trying to down people, and I'm horrible at it, but I'm still trying. I'm not sitting there face camping somebody. I'm trying to work with the tools that I am given in the game. And if I can do that as the world's worst killer, somebody who's better than me can do it too. All right, Matthew.
Oh.
Lunch, they said.
Lunch.
Hi everyone. Glad to be here
Great.
to celebrate Dead by
They're
Daylight
pausing it more.
anniversary. My name is Raphael, producer on DBD, and today I'm pleased to be with Pam as well.
Hi Raph. Hi everyone. My name is Pamela. I'm the lead UI designer on Dead by Daylight as well. And we're so happy to be here today because we want to share with you some of the great quality of life improvements that the team is working really hard for year 8.
So before we dive into the good stuff, today our goal is to give you an idea on when we plan to deliver those upcoming features. That said, you know it is, sometimes priorities and timelines can shift, but we're more dev-focused live stream than ever planned for this year. We'll make sure to keep you in the loop. All right, let's get to it. So Pam, to start, I think you have something that the community has been asking a lot.
Yes, so we all know Dead by Daylight has been live for 7 years now. And if you have been playing the game since the start, there's no way your inventory isn't full of perks, outfits, and charms, and add-ons and items. Because we did release a lot of content back in the time. But last year, we did introduce the feature called Loadout Presets, which means that you were able to manage this process a little bit easier. But right now, we're so happy to say that we are building on this feature even more, because we are adding finally the loadout search bar to help you find quickly whatever you're looking for. So on the loadout search, you're just gonna need to type in either the name of the thing you're looking for or just a word within the description, and it will find for you instantly.
Nice.
So let's say
I've been hoping for something like that.
I just type in generator, and voila, all the related perks will be displayed.
Exactly.
Oh, I can see how it's going to be a huge help for our players.
Yes, and not just that. We're happy to say that this feature is also going to be available in all platforms, and you won't have to wait for it longer either to test it, because this feature is going to be available today on the PTB update that we're going to be releasing right after this broadcast.
Amazing. We really hope you're going to enjoy.
Yes. So, as we're talking about improvements...
That'll be nice.
Yes, definitely.
Raph, I know you have something really interesting for us today.
Yeah, we got a lot of requests on this feature. All DBD players know that sometimes when a survivor disconnects, well, it put the rest of the group at huge disadvantage. And it's safe to say that at this point, it's not going to be an ideal experience. So that's why, with our upcoming feature, once a survivor will disconnect, an AI bot will take over so that and who knows, maybe this
nice.
is even better than the player who just disconnected. So, joking aside, we really hope this will alleviate frustration and help.
I wonder if we'll know.
More smoothly.
Yes, and also to make sure that no one is left in the dark, what we're gonna do is, as soon as a bot spawns in, every survivor and every killer on the game, they're gonna be made aware through the UI, as well as a sound cue, whenever they see there is a survivor disconnect bot in the match they're playing.
And right now, we are
planning
to release the feature this summer.
Yeah.
So, for the next feature, if you're playing online game, I'm pretty sure you're gonna recognize
That's good.
Pam is about to mention.
Yes, this is something that we're super excited because the team is really working hard in trying to come up with an entirely new type of cosmetics, so you'll be able to showcase your personality on Dead by Daylight even more. So what we're talking about...
Are they giving us earrings?
And what means for us on Dead by Daylight is, alongside your name, you're probably going to be able to assign a background or a banner and an icon. And you will be able to earn those cosmetics during the fall. This is where we're planning. But the idea is they're going to start as standard rewards in every tome, and we're still going to be working on other ways for you to earn those cosmetics in the future. So we're not stopping there.
That's awesome. Can't wait to share my icons and banners.
Yes. One last thing, Raph, I know you have something that ties everything that we're talking about here related to improvements.
Yeah, as we said today, we're constantly working on making DBD a safer, but also a more secure environment for all players. And the report system is an integral part of that. Right now, how it works, at the end of the game, if a player wants to report people because of bad conduct, hacking, or other reason, they can. But let's be honest, there is not much visibility on that process. It's important to say that our team has always been committed to taking action on this report. Soon, thanks to our upcoming feature, the player report feedback, we will let you know when an action has been taken against a player who's reported.
And also to highlight even more, not only every report that every player does is really appreciated, but we are really taking serious and having those actions done on our side.
Yeah, and as for now, we plan to release the feature over the summer. And that's it for
Will you be able to see your own is my question.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pam, for being with us today.
Thank you, Ralph.
Next up, an exciting look at what lies ahead for the world of Dead by Daylight. Enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Ciao.
Prequel comic series.
And it's terrifying words. The Legion.
And by heavier word winner, Nadia, someone and then someone else.
Up the lodge. Nice. Yes, issue 1 coming this June.
Wait, go back. It said something about a charm.
Yes.
Exclusive. Wait. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, you have to get it from inside. Okay, so you have to buy it. Got it. Never mind. I was looking for a code.
Yeah, only available in the physical copies. Nice. Titan Comics. Interesting. I don't know. There's your cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Mobile. Gee, these all look
different.
They all look relatively. Oh, and mobile's getting new characters.
New outfits. Oh.
Okay, I've not played mobile, so I'm not sure. I didn't realize they didn't have some of these people.
Mm-hmm. They're harder to do on mobile, so it took them longer to put them in.
Awesome.
Oh boy. Even has the heartbeat thing, because that's the thing that came with mobile.
Hi, I'm Stephen Mulrooney, Executive Vice President of Digital at Behavior Interactive. As someone who's been on Dead by Daylight since the very beginning, it's been amazing to see the ways both the game and its community have grown. We've added a lot to DBD over the past 7 years, with a mobile game, comic books, a board game, Hooked on You, and even the Dead by Daylight movie on the way. We've become a franchise with something for everyone. Today,
they mentioned the movie.
We're gearing up to get even bigger, expanding Dead by Daylight beyond our core game and giving players more ways into the fog than ever before. To bring these new experiences to life, we're collaborating with some amazing studios, one with expertise in multiplayer games, and another with expertise in interactive narratives. So with that, let's hear a little bit more about what they've been up to.
Guildford, England.
We're obviously all horror fans here at Supermassive and massive fans of Dead by Daylight. Now we're thrilled to be collaborating with Behavior on a brand new single-player interactive story game set in the terrifying omniverse of Dead by Daylight.
We've been working hard to blend the tension, agency, and branching storytelling of a supermassive game together with Dead by Daylight's mythology to create an intense narrative experience filled with powerful life or death choices. Our game will be set outside the entity's realm and feature the story of a new cast of characters who players will follow for an unprecedented experience beyond the fog.
This is a whole new way
Interesting.
to experience Dead by Daylight, and we couldn't be more excited to share it with the world. So stay tuned, we'll have more to reveal later this year.
Ooh.
It's been almost a year since Midwinter joined the Behavior family to work on a brand new project set in the Dead by Daylight universe. One of the things we love most about the world of Dead by Daylight is the infinite possibilities. We thought about the game's multiplayer action, which we love, and we imagined it in a completely new way.
The themes in our game center around greed and the lust for power. These will be present in both the gameplay itself and in the stories of the characters who were tempted to enter a strange new corner of the entity's realms. Our vision is to create a multiplayer PvE experience where instead of facing off against each other, up to 4 players can team up, enter another one of the entity's realms, and take on a host of deadly enemies that occupy it.
This project is still in very early stages. We are really excited about what we're doing and can't wait to share more as we go.
Stay tuned for more.
7 years in,
Definitely.
Dead by Daylight has never felt bigger. I'm so excited that players will have 2 new ways to explore the entity's realm. There's still a lot of work to do before we'll have more to share, but just follow Dead by Daylight and we'll make sure you're the first to know.
No, we'll be the umpteenth to know.
Art director.
Hi everyone, I'm Rosalie, Senior Product Manager.
We're super happy to be back with you today to talk about all the new exciting content coming to the Dead by Daylight store over the next year. Rose, it's been 7 years already.
Long journey.
What a long journey, what a beautiful journey, but 7 years old, wow. Dozens of collections, thousands of cosmetics brought to life with passion and dedication by our art departments. And yeah, along the years, we provided to our players an incredible amount of options when it comes to how to represent themselves in the game.
Some would say too many.
Yes, it's a lot of outfits, and more are coming. And today, I think we should share more about it,
Okay.
about what's coming.
We're ready to share.
Yeah. And also, we have a special guest joining us later to discuss about this unique collection we work on together. So, yeah, maybe we should start.
Okay, so Dead by Daylight is a game, as you all know, that's known for its great soundtrack. And we're always on the lookout for opportunities to explore like the music scene in particular in our cosmetics. And we have 2 collections coming in the next year.
Cool.
That, well, although they've just come together and we don't really have any dates yet, but we really couldn't resist sharing. So here goes. First off, Dead by Daylight is partnering with heavy metal legends Iron Maiden.
Yes.
On a collection built around the
Interesting.
iconic Eddie, who, well, let's be honest, he fits
Eddie's badass.
right into our game.
Eddie.
All of the cosmetics in this collection will be like portraying his many album cover appearances, which are super cool. And secondly, we're thrilled to be partnering with Slipknot on a collection that showcases many of their trademark masks. We'll be making 9
Oh my
masks
gosh.
in total, paying tribute to some of the band's most iconic members over the years. Well, all 4 killers, of course.
Yes.
So yeah, as I said, it's really early for both of these collections, but we'll share more news as we get to work on them. What's next?
Yeah, I think it's a good time to talk about our community, you. Our community, I mean, since the beginning of Dead by Daylight, they are super important for us, and
That should be some cool outfits.
to put the spotlight on them on a unique store collection since a while, because like
Just give me some cool Michaela stuff.
We are also really talented and creative artists.
Yes.
And even if it's not the first time we showcase their work in the store, organizing
the competitions, right? We did that before.
Exactly, to appear in game. This year, we would like to take it a step further and unifying our inspirations, passion, guidelines to build something new together.
Wow.
And the result of it is the artists from the first collection. So I remember when we asked to our community to submit their work. And
we got
hundreds,
applications.
Plenty of amazing applications.
I bet.
And we had to select some of them. So I remember we selected 4 winners from Poland, US, Spain, Canada. There is also a 5th contributor, as you know. We'll keep it.
Where's that supposed to be? Oh, Felix.
Feature on that collection. But we invited them to select their favorite character. It was important. We're super lucky because we ended up with a split of 2 survivors and 2 killers. So balance was perfect. And then we met and we share with them all these things they need to know to on our outfits, like the technical constraints, the lore, the mix and match, etc. Everything they needed before giving them the really precious maximum creative freedom to start their designs. And next we did this regular follow-up with them, and we achieved beautiful and functional designs, still respecting the artist's intentions, but also our needs. And yeah, we have. It was an incredible collaboration. We have beautiful outfits, because I think like all these creativity, these
that's awesome.
Ideas, their design, they brought to our game, our fresh approach to it.
Yes, it is.
So it's yeah, I mean, I'm super happy with the results. So thanks again for these artists to work on
that collection was.
That is so cool.
So we have that fifth artist that we invited ourselves to be a part of the Artists from the Fog collection.
Yes.
She's an industry veteran, as you know, known for her fantastic work on like Okami, Bayonetta, the Evil Within series, and of course Ghostfire Tokyo. We're incredibly excited to have her joining us today to share a little bit about her designs. Welcome, Ikumi Nakamura.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Interesting.
Hi, I'm Ikumi Nakamura. Dead by Daylight のコミュニティの皆さん、こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。
Hello, everyone from the Dead by Daylight community. Something.
Welcome, Ikumi-san. Hi. It's great having you here today. But before we get into the outfits you created for Dead by Daylight, we wanted to ask you first. Could you share with us what draws you to horror? And like, was it something that you liked growing up? And like, what's so unique to you about creating art in this genre?
The reason I'm attracted to horror is because of my dad originally. He showed me a lot of games and movies, so I got exposed to them quite a lot. Honestly, I don't really know what the reason I'm attracted to horror is. I'm accustomed, or rather my body is, inside my cells horror grows. If there's horror, I have to see it. Anything horror related. I really became interested in it. So after all, well, that was fast.
Yeah, I can go back.
So after all,
I'll pause it. There. So after all the horror is, what do you call it when you get down to it at the end of the day? People's deaths and people living, it's all very intriguing. I realized it's a very broad genre, became attracted to it.
And you're creating 3 outfits for this collection, each featuring a character that really resonates with our Japanese fans. Could you share with us what stood out the most about each of them to you?
First of all, we have the killer, Kazan the Oni. He's a demon that's fallen into a curse that's taken from Japanese history. So I looked at the time he got the curse to create the design. Jeez, that goes so fast. She speaks so fast.
So I looked at... There you go.
To create the design I made for Kazan's dragon outfit. Legion Julie is, she's, what do you call it? She gave me the feelings of being a troubled girl. Oh boy, we get a schoolgirl. So to bring that out in our culture, there's the concept of a delinquent schoolgirl, so I gave her that style about. So to bring that out in our culture, there's the concept of a...
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so to bring that out in our culture, there's the concept of a delinquent schoolgirl, so I gave her that style of outfit. Okay. Lastly, we have Yui. So she's really got that biker and burly feel to her, which I really like. But that kind of girl, how do you say, her private life, if she went to Harajuku, what kind of clothes would she buy from there? I wanted to see that, so I created that kind of design for her.
The whole process and your inspiration for the creation of the design.
The candles on Kazan's head, if a player sees them, I want them to think Kazan's here, I need to hide. I think...
Okay, I thought there was another one.
I think that kind of legibility is important for a game, and that's how I arrived on the Oni's design. The next one I have is Julie, and in regards to her, originally 4 characters together make up the Legion. So I thought, should I design something for all 4? But we ended up deciding on just one, so for her.
ジョリーさんをデザインさせていただいて、で今80年代とか70年代のポップカル
Julie's
チャ
design
ー
is
が
based on
非常に
70s and 80s
世界
pop
的にも流
culture.
行しているので、そこの時に
What became popularized was that time's Japanese school kids, such as hooligan boys and delinquent schoolgirls, so I gave that style of outfit to her.
あげました。はい。で、ユイに関しては
In regards to Yui, I thought, how can we bring out her softer side?
じゃないですか。だから彼女のなんか本
I
当に
really wanted to see what a look into her day-to-day life would be like.
第一で、次に彼女のその
And then since she's always got that biker jacket on,
バイクの衣装、バイカーの衣装を着てるからわからないんですけど、実際彼女が可愛い服を着た時に
I want to see what it'd be like if I put her in cute girly clothes instead. I realized that regardless, it'd end up torn up like by a killer anyways. Also, being relatively lightly dressed means that she can run from the killer and move fast easier. So I ended up in the sporty kind of look.
Wait,
for
are you
her,
telling
yeah.
me that she's gonna be faster in that outfit?
Apparently.
Again, for joining us today, Kumi-san. The outfits look really amazing, and we can't wait for fans around the world to
Super fast.
So the artists from the Fog collection, featuring work.
That's what happens every time the killer slashes at them. They get faster, don't you know that?
Yep.
Oh, one more thing. I have a last announcement.
What?
And it will be a nice piece of nostalgia for
Uh-oh.
many long-time fans of Behavior. Because we have our team, our big team, and an important part of this team worked on a game a long time ago named Naughty Bear.
Oh my god.
Naughty Bear, Naughty Bear. You know, this game featured a bear living in his happy community of bears, but he's going on a murderous rampage after they didn't invite him to a party. I mean, what an iconic character, super interesting, and we were attached to bring it to the game since a while, and I'm super happy because now we are finally doing it.
Players have been asking for it.
Yeah, I know, and it's coming soon this year. This year.
Oh boy!
Wow.
And we will attach a cosmetic. It will be part of the Trapper cosmetics, and we will.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh, he's so cute.
I have to have that.
Thank you for watching.
He's adorable.
All these announcements, all the upcoming outfits coming this year. And thank you again, Ikumi Nakamura.
He's so cute.
Today was a real pleasure to work with you. Stay tuned because Jean and Sarah are coming up next to talk about the in-game celebrations for the 7th anniversary. Thank you for watching. Bye.
All right, this time for real. Okay.
Cut! Matt,
Seriously?
we've talked about this.
No, but
What's so hard? We've been doing this for 5 years together.
I can do it right now. It's like 2 minutes.
Wait
Seriously.
for your cue.
No,
Hey there, I'm Sarah Robinson. I'm one of the associate art directors on Dead by Daylight. I help out with a number of areas of the game, but events are definitely one of my favorites.
And I'm Gene Escalante, a senior game designer on Dead by Daylight, and I'm focused on the events. And I'm so glad that I get to be here with Sarah, as 7 years ago, when I first became a fan of DVD, she helped me get my very first tattoo, which was altruism, just 2 months after the game's release. Thank you.
No problem, happy. Okay, so Gene, there's lots to celebrate this year. And we're kicking things off early this year with a month of in-game activations leading up to the anniversary event. So tell us more about these activations.
Exactly. So each week we will be celebrating a different 2-year period of Dead by Daylight's history. So that'll include characters, maps, and mechanics that were introduced during those periods. So for example, week 1 will be featuring the Blood Hunts. Week 2 will then be doubling the Rift fragments for your Rift Pass. And in week 3, we will be inviting you, the players, to vote for a community choice event, which will occur during the Chapter 28 release. Once the anniversary event goes live, we'll be doing giveaways for previous anniversary cosmetics, including outfits and the Year 5 crowns.
Twisted Masquerade was a huge hit last year. And this year, we're bringing it back bigger and better than ever. But the host of the Twisted Masquerade has actually stepped out of the shadows this year. and has lent their certain special kind of decorating skills to our in-game event. What can players expect to see?
Well, the host has introduced a lot of various artworks throughout various areas of the game, so you'll definitely want to check those out.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I freeze on that? No, it's going to be a frame-by-frame thing, of course.
It was very fast.
Come on. Want to see it? Give it to me.
You'll get there. Probably should have just hit play. Here's the Let's Play. What can players expect to see? Come on.
Why are you going so... There it goes. Okay.
Alright.
Getting twisted in here. A mysterious host has decorated the entity's realm with another masquerade celebration for our 7th year anniversary. Who or what they are is unknown. Perform a deadly dance. Collect an invitation and use their power while in chase to mess with the opposing role. Time's up when the curtain calls and the exits open. Use of your invitation's abilities requires a brand new input. Be sure to check the input bindings in the settings. Okay. Just to impress. New masks and outfits are to be earned in the trials and in the Twisted Masquerade tome. Hold on to at least one charge on your invitation by the time an escape has opened, be it the exit gates or the hatch. Masquerade goodies. The host of this event has left many artworks and decor for you to feast your eyes on. Don't forget to check the blood web for returning survivor items as well as the new
Tiramisu!
Tiramisu dessert! Oh my god, tiramisu!
How many I can get this year?
You're joined by several
We have to compete.
To see how many we can get?
Yep. Get more. You or me. Come on. Come on.
Oh, you for sure. You for sure. I know it. We'll compete, but you'll win. I know it. You'll also be joined by several mysterious masked guests throughout the trials. Is there a chance for more info? Okay, I had to see.
Want to check those out. And
Father Campbell's Chapel. Oh my goodness! Look at this.
And it looks incredible.
So elaborate.
This host seems to have brought along some mysterious masked figures. What are these like weird ghostly spirits? Who or what are they? If you want to find out, you're going to have to take a closer look.
Speaking of masked figures, we're bringing back Masquerade Mask this year.
Give me a Kate mask!
Masks for 12 new characters. Getting your hands on them last year was a
Oni, Blight Knight, Legion Nurse, Singularities, Arena, Meg, Jonah, Jeff. No!
Ah!
Even the new one gets one.
Always the new one. The new one will always get one. But I'd have rather Kate over Jonah.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Oh, well.
a little tricky. For killers, you had to make it through your trial. And for survivors, you had to actually make it through the exit gate. So how have we improved things for this year?
Well, the invitations that came out last year, Sarah, they'll be back. But this time, invitations will be holding charges, and you'll use those charges to kind of mess with the opposition while you're in chase. So if you're a survivor, what you'll be able to do is block the window vaults so the killer can't pursue you, and you'll also be able to spawn a pallet, which can be used in an emergency, but it'll break right upon use. Killers, on the other hand, they'll be able to reduce the impact of a stun, remotely break a pallet or a breakable wall, And survivors better watch out about this one. They will be able to inflict the exposed status effect on you once they've reached 18. But in order to get your cosmetic, you will need to make sure that you are holding onto at least one charge by the time that an exit opens. And that's either the exit gate or the hatch. So our players are going to have to decide what is ultimately more important to them: exhausting the charge to help them in a time of need, or getting that brand new mask.
Oh, it's such a tough choice. But I love the players
Interesting.
have a mechanic now where they can gain these masks without having to escape the trial. So beyond the mask, we have a number of excellent unlockable cosmetics as part of the Twisted Masquerade event tome, including 2 brand new outfits. Last year, our guests of honor were Hattie and the Dredge as part of our Roots of Dread chapter. But this year, we're highlighting 2 fan favorites, Nia and the Hillbilly. We also have a number of playfully chaotic charms for you to collect. It's worth noting, though,
Ooh.
Maurice! Cosmetics, masks, outfits are going to be available in the store. So
Nice.
if you missed out on anything, now's your chance to go collect them.
Exactly. And keeping track of their collections is going to be much easier this year. So the event pop-up now is multi-tabbed. So you'll be able to find a collection tab and a store tab. In the collection tab, you'll find anything that can be earned through event gameplay or through the event tome. And in the store tab, you'll be able to find anything that we want to feature that is event related. And in there, you'll be able to find the Feng Min and the Ghostface outfits, which are brand new Twisted Masquerade outfits. So be sure to check those out.
We've got one more thing coming as part of the anniversary event, don't we, Jean? This year, we're debuting a new kind of challenge condition, random perks.
What is this?
This is exactly what it sounds like. You roll the proverbial dice, and your loadout is equipped with those random perks. So this is a condition you might see on challenges that ask you to heal a survivor or down a survivor, for example. And last but not least, we're bringing back community challenges.
Yay!
It's a great time for the whole community to get together, to work together and unlock additional rewards.
Exactly, Sarah. And we will be there, ready to support you guys.
Nice.
With community challenges. So make sure to stay tuned, and don't forget that the road to anniversary content starts today.
Okay.
That is a wrap on the 7th anniversary show for Dead by Daylight and another year of content reveals. Thank you so much for joining us and spending your day with us here. It's been
Cool.
as exciting as I hoped it would be. I hope you've
Where's
enjoyed
Matthew?
it. And don't forget that the PTB for End transmission is live right now. So if you're on PC, you can jump over and start testing out things that were just revealed in the show today, which is pretty special. So thanks once again to our dev team back at the studio.
Wait.
Thanks. Oh, right.
I have one last thing, seriously, before we finish. I know we had some great reveals today, but I have one last thing that I'm super thrilled to talk about. We are welcoming into the fog this year someone, I mean, it's a brand new survivor, like we've never done before. He's an amazing actor with a career that spans decades. He's done everything, all the greatest movies you've ever seen. He's been in the horror world for a while with cult classics to cosmic horror. He will be joining the fog this summer. We are so excited to have him with us.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination. It can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
Interesting. How did that come about? It's interesting.
I don't know. We learn more on July 5th. Okay, there's a lot of things that was mentioned in that. Cross progression was not mentioned in that, and I am very disappointed. That is a very hot topic to me.
So this is the end of this video. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no cross progression. Kate, not happy.
Maybe eventually sometime. Okay.
Well, that was a very interesting, I hate to say release video, but wow, that was jam-packed.
It really was. There was a lot going on with that. There is still a lot going on with that.
My brain's a little confuzzled.
I am still very excited and very hesitant about the face camping thing, but
yes,
you know,
for sure.
killers will find ways to work around it, or they will switch to Survivor, and we will just have a few times.
Yeah, I still see them doing it and working with the new mechanic to see how long they can get away with it.
Yeah.
I see them pushing it because they can.
Uh-huh.
I don't see them stopping. I see them pushing their limits as much as they possibly can. Or doing the other things that we have seen. You know, there's other ways to bully in a game, and face camping isn't the only one. We know that.
No, we do. But they will eventually get to work on it.
Yes.
Interested to see the perk updates that they're going to be doing.
Yes. I was interested what they mentioned at the very end about that perk randomizer thing.
Yes.
That sounds
like that.
Kind of cool. Like, here's your challenge. We're going to give you randomized perks. Go.
And if it works the way I'm thinking, where you've just got a button and you click it and it randomizes it, that would make when I do like Mori Mondays or whatever so easy.
Yeah.
When people want to pick perks or when someone wants to make me do random perks, that would make it so nice.
Yes, it would. It definitely would. And if I'm just like, I don't know, I want to try something new, boof, you know, let's go, let's try it. I just think it has possibilities. I'm interested in that.
Very.
Anything else that caught your eye? Your ear?
No, I don't think so. I think it's about time we enter this fog and go look at the in transmission behind the scenes. That's the only video we haven't seen yet, Trixie. Want to hop along with me?
I sure do. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Sorry, Trixie's experienced a little lag here at the moment. Let's enter that fog, like you said.
Yep. Blood and gore, intense violence, strong language.
All right.
I repeat, it says strong language.
Strong language!
I'm going to point it out when it's there. Gameplay not final.
For the anniversary, we've prepared a very special original chapter.
On a de la chance sur Dead by Daylight d'avoir.
We are looking on Dead by Daylight. Oh, I think this is exactly what we saw.
I think it is. That's why I was asking. I was like, didn't we watch this?
I didn't think they actually showed us the behind the scenes in it. I knew they showed us the others.
Well, we can cut this out, but let's watch it and make sure it's the full thing.
I don't mind leaving it in. I don't mind watching it again, because I like looking at this background.
Look at that bug. Ugh.
I know! And the bird! That sky is going to be great to look up at.
This map looks like it's going to be so confusing.
Where am I going to bush?
I don't know. Oh my god, it's going to be so confusing.
The last thing we've added to the mix are traces of a long-lost alien civilization.
These things that he can put on you are so creepy. Whole team was very excited. Well, we read it the last time.
Yeah.
I want to absorb what it looks like this time.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. It's all drippy and oozy. Oh my.
It moves so weird.
It does. It really does.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what they kind of remind me of?
What's
Just
that?
a little bit. Did you ever see the Dark Crystal?
Yes, a long time ago, but yes.
Those creepy birdie things. That's what they remind me of.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can get that.
It was a jungle, so we could make it super dense, super threatening in the organic design.
It's so creepy.
Kind of looks like it could kill you. We tried to have
It does look like everything could kill you.
very organic
Yep.
texture.
I wouldn't need any of that.
Like you got scratched on a leaf, you'd be dead.
Of the plants and the vegetation in general. The main building, the idea was to show that was a safe space for the characters. As you can see,
I don't know if I would feel safe.
Elevated compared to the map. The idea was to show that the map is very dangerous. This place should be
Yes,
safe
the map
for
is
you.
very dangerous.
You can even go up there, it looks like.
Once you get
Oh, you can vault off the top, I wonder. These bodies, though!
I know.
Those are all his former crew members. Oh my god. Gabriel?
Supposed to help the human crew
Yep.
settle on this new planet. But while it was scouting, it got in touch with a piece of old alien technology and was enlightened. And now
I love how they have an actual totem behind him while he's talking.
Poor Gabriel. I like how he's being held.
Yes.
Using pieces of machinery to become more powerful. But the singularity
The locker. I love how they set their scene for these guys.
Yep.
Oh my god. Look at him. Oh.
Well, the inspiration
He's
of the
so
design was,
creepy.
to do a sci-fi killer, so you're going to be able to go around the map and set
That
up
hand!
spread your consciousness inside of these biopods, and then if you're able to catch a survivor inside of your reticle, you'll be able to infect them, appear next to them, and then you'll be able to
It's called a radical.
keep the chase going. One of the important things for survivors is teamwork, trusting each other, working together. So
A lot of new players don't know that. Please listen to that.
Is that once a survivor is tagged or infected, you can spread that influence to other survivors, and it does so automatically. So.
And how's that any different from Wesker or the Plague or whatever you? Oh, I didn't mean to touch that.
Presence is visible in the map. We see a company that tried to colonize to find its place in this world, but there are several signs in the environment that players will discover showing that all has not gone well. And the last survivor of this failed expedition is Gabriel.
Our survivor, Gabriel Soma, is quite resourceful. He's able to troubleshoot some pesky issues on the survivor side, and he's able to adapt very quickly to be able to bring the killer away from the other survivors. He's able to protect the others.
So even though we are in a setting that's so far from home, in the future, we wanted to make sure that Gabriel was a grounded character, that any of us could recognize ourselves in him.
I'm excited for players to try this map. I think it's great that
And he walks.
Yeah, I want to try
like the
that
way
map.
he walks.
Yeah.
He's got that almost gimpy walk with the way his leg is.
Yeah.
That side to side thing. And then the way he carries, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. This Mori.
Yeah.
We're really excited for all of our players, survivors, and killers alike to be able to experience our first original sci-fi chapter and transmission.
They don't even show the whole thing. They just set it up, I think.
Yep.
They're like, guess what the rest of this is gonna look like.
Yeah, and I guess that's all that we have today.
Feel the fear, yeah. Let's back that up to that screen. That's
a nice screen.
That is a nice screen right there. Wow. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. We really thank you.
Yes, we do. And don't forget to go and like, follow, subscribe, whatever it needs to be over on the TikTok, the Twitter, and the Instagram. Also, don't forget our Twitch accounts, TheKateNextDoor and Trixiebella15.
And keep an eye out for that next video. It'll be coming soon.
See y'all later.
Bye.